Talking about My Daddy Taught Me That, the vision of the program came not only from my social work experience, being a child protective service social worker, but it came from my father. You know, I was truly blessed to have my mom and my dad in my life, but having a father who was there for me, who did a lot for me, the community, and when he passed away, that's when the spark was lit to start My Daddy Taught Me That. With this program, I started off with about 8 young men. I have about 24 young men in the program now. The program is thriving and it's improving and it's growing.
Keynon Lake is making a tremendous difference in the city, so by supporting him, you're making a direct impact on the lives of the young men and their families that Keynon is privileged to touch.
I'm Christopher Caldwell, and I've been in the program for a year and a half, and what it is to me is that it's like a strong home. It's like we're all brothers here. It's like we clown, we have fun, and I mean, you just get together, and it's for men. Like, you get to learn how to be a man here, and I mean, with our strong leader, Mr. Keynon, like, he teaches like how to be a man. And it's like he's a second father to some of us who hasn't had a father in the household, and it's pretty strong. Like, I think at some points it almost brings you to tear how much stuff he's done for us. Like, for instance, like shoes and food, and you never go home from My Daddy Taught Me That hungry. Like, if that's one thing you gotta count on, it is like never going home hungry. And like I really wouldn't know how to be a man if it wasn't for this group. It's been awesome, like, being a part of this, because I mean, they helped me through some strong times. Even when my mom died, it was really awesome, and I love this group.
Who in here has their dad in their home?
Me?
Okay, whose parents are married?
Used to be.
Okay, who doesn't have a dad in the home?
Me.
Okay. I never really had the standard of what a man should be. And I feel like as men, sometimes, like, you have Keynon here and you have other people, you should really appreciate that they're here taking out their time to mentor you, because that's something that, like, you need an example.
I'm Sheriff Van Duncan, and the program, My Daddy Taught Me That, is a program that works with young people who may not have that positive influence in the household. What Keynon Lake has done with this program is he has gone in and he's filled that void for a lot of young people who do not have that positive influence. So we fully support this program and are really looking forward to partnering with Keynon and seeing what kind of good outcomes we can get from this program.
As a man, let's just say you get a woman who doesn't have a child. As women get older, they start looking for not only finances, but they start looking for their protection. How can I be with a man who's going to assure my well-being as I get older and my protection?
But this is not just a program. This is a movement, accompanied by the book, the Men's Development Program, and the radio show, the Keynon Lake Show on SIBN Radio. I have put together a movement that is continuing to help provide education, training, empowerment, and enlightenment to not only the youth and the young men in the program, but to families alike. The My Daddy Taught Me That program offers our youth, our young men, an opportunity to not only understand what men are supposed to do in our communities, what men are supposed to look like in our communities, to give them the foundation of what men are supposed to be in our communities. I have 3 components to the program, which is the Men's Development Program, the book, which is the My Daddy Taught Me That, and then also the radio show, the Keynon Lake Show on SIBN Radio. All 3 of these, once again, are considered to be a movement, the My Daddy Taught Me That movement, which I have been funding out of pocket for the last year and a half, almost 2 years now. The program is a program designed, as a men's development program designed to help young men ages 12 through 19. What my philosophy is, I have men discussion groups every Monday and Wednesday from about 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
I think My Daddy Taught Me That is like the best group for young men that grow up without father figures in their lives, and it does really help us. You know, he tries his best, takes us on field trips, does everything he can with us. So my daddy taught me that rocks.
So I remember a conversation with Mr. Lake, and it kind of had me baffled for a minute because I asked him, how is he funding this? Because he takes the kids on activities, he spends an enormous amount of time, and it's just him, and come to find out he's funding this pretty much out of pocket. And right now, I think that this is such a great program that it would be a shame if it didn't make it.
There's a component what I like to use, life-changing events. So a lot of the youth that I deal with, they don't have access to a lot of things. So being able to get them out of their environment, taking them to professional football games, basketball games, being able to take them to the Battle of the Bands in Atlanta, things like the helicopter riding, airplane riding, being able to broaden their horizons. The philosophy is if you can see it, you can achieve it.
Tell us why you support the program, My Daddy Taught Me That.
Well, I support the program because it teaches the young men to stand up and be responsible young men for their actions, and it teaches them about being a real man.
So I want to encourage you to consider contributing, giving, to partnering with Keynon Lake and the My Daddy Taught Me That program. Keynon is making a tremendous impact in this city, and by partnering with him, you are doing the same indirectly, but making a tremendous difference in the lives of young men and their families right here in Asheville, North Carolina.
I think this is an awesome program, and it's definitely promoting youth awareness in a disadvantaged neighborhood that otherwise a lot of children would have probably been forgotten about. But Keynon Lake and My Daddy Taught Me That is doing an awesome project, and I think this is something that deserves support financially and as far as personal time. So if you can help, definitely tune in and come by and check it out. It's a great cause doing great things.
From my heart and the My Daddy Taught Me That organization, I would like to say thank you. Thank you very much for supporting the program, for clicking that button and donating. Again, I cannot express how important this is, and I'm truly grateful to have your support. Continue to follow us. Continue to follow us on Facebook, the website, www.mydaddytaughtmethat.com. And again, from my heart to yours, thank you very much.